Hello. Today I'm going to talk about something that I have learned uh, throughout the years. So I would say I'm at the age of 25, and I want to share what I have learned at this stage of my life. And it's not about something like some kind of advice. I would say it's kind of like sharing my own personal experience. I would say that. um, so I'm gonna talk about mainly 3 points that I've learned coming back after at the age of 25. So one of the point I would say that sometimes we deceive ourselves by thinking we are being kind, but instead what we are doing is just chasing the wrong thing. We deceive ourselves by thinking that we are being kind or it's right, but deep inside, if you really thought about it, uh, we know it's not right, or something is not add up. So there's certain things with, not just with people, also with some things. I wouldn't say exactly. Maybe it's a game, maybe it's a people, or maybe it's a friend. I won't say exactly, but I'd rather say generally. So we convince ourselves that we are being kind, but instead what we are really doing, that chasing the wrong thing. So you have to sometimes I would say we have to sometimes analyze it, self-analyze or something. Then, so to really objectify things from above to see what actually they are, and that sometimes helps a lot to understand what things in reality, what it is exactly. And then secondly, I want to talk about something different. um, it's about, I would say, it's in a general way, in a what should I use that word? Well, I would say it's a kind of a generational effect on us by using so much social media, or consuming so much unnecessary information, unnecessary things that affect our brain, and we are like feel being trapped. There's comes a times when in our life we feel being trapped in something uh, that we don't want, and we feel that still we are being trapped, and it's some kind of a cycle. So what I would suggest in this situation, I mean, for in a general way, that the more we disassociate or distant ourselves from nature, the possibilities become higher that our mental health or mental peace will less ordered, I would say, in a way that, so people who are close to nature, if we look at our ancestors, look at our past versions, like our grandfathers or grandfathers of grandfathers, you would say they were really close to nature, and that nature really helps you a lot to delete or remove the noise inside your brain. So if you ever feel being trapped, or this materialistic life or whole situation feel being really messed up, I would suggest you can try to go some little trips or tour, and being close to nature, maybe in your own village, and try to take your time. And that really helps you understand the meaning inside what we are really running or chasing. It's not that much we think. Life is much more bigger than that. And final one, I would say, that would also a weird thing to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So you choose people, but you can't chase. Even if you chase, you will understand at some point that that's not gonna work. So we can choose people, we can try our best, but you see, we will understand at some point. You don't have to like need advice or things. You just know it naturally, or you will get it naturally that choosing someone or being with them is something and chasing is something else. So I would rather say try to choose and don't wait for to being chosen. Choose and do what you want until something else happens, or you see that is uh, not meant to be or something. But it's not about just always people. It can be something like about some hobby, or job or business or whatever, in any other aspects of life. I would say stop there's wasting of time, so much wasting of time when we just wait to being chosen, instead of we can just choose and try. That can helps us to learn a lot and faster, because life is short and you just see time goes on like blink of an eye. You just can't wait to see for tomorrow. Yeah. But it's also important to know that patience is important. Trusting the time of your life is another thing, but doesn't mean we always have to wait forever, or making think ourselves that day will come, one day will come, and then nothing happens. And it can be like that, but I would say patience is one thing, and taking actions is also important, because uh, it's like going parallelly. If we take actions and also being patient, final result will be like, in my experience, it would be enough fruitful. So these are things I would say. mm, Maybe I've learned it at the age of 25, and if I can go deeper, more aspects of life, but that would be some kind of philosophical explanation. I'm not going into that. I'd rather say it's some kind of sharing my own experience. And in if I think back about the best moment of my life at this age of 25 years old, I would say family times, also the times I was really being close to nature, maybe in hill tracks, maybe close to sea, maybe in a vacations. It's even if I ask you that what's your best memories, it would most probably it would relate it to some kind of vacation or birthday party or something like that. So I'd suggest, if you ever feel trapped, you can try to go to some kind of really natural place and just look at the nature, just feel the air in your tongue, and it will help you. uh, it really helps to reduce your stresses, and all these noises cancel, delete those noises, and makes you feel far more better. Always choose nature first, instead of choosing some kind of therapy or some kind of unnatural medicine or whatever it is. Nature really heals so first. So that would be all for today. Maybe next time I'm going to make some other topics video. And by the way, this is my first time making this type of video. I normally don't make the video like this, but I was thinking, why not? Maybe I could give it a try or something. So that's for today. Thank you, I guess.